Welcome to the first screen share. I'm going to show you how to add a product to your store and set up a collection. But first, let's get started by starting that free trial. Below this video, below the last video, is a link to this page, and you can simply start by entering your email address here. It'll take you through a wizard and some steps. It's really easy, and it'll get you logged in and ready to start learning from me how to build your Shopify store. I won't go through all the steps with you because I don't want to waste time. It's really easy, but essentially you sort of go through the wizard and create your store, and it's made to go fast and get you up and running. If you do run into any bumps or have any questions, I put a link to the Facebook group below. That is what the free support is for. Make sure to use it. So once you set it up, you'll have an admin page that looks kind of like this. Maybe it'll start you out on the home page, and it's really easy to get started. Click over here on the left, click on products, and then of course just click add product to get started. So the reason you're taking this class from me is because I'm going to teach you how to set up each product for conversion, sales, and SEO. I'm going to teach you things that you can't learn in other Shopify courses. I'm going to do a separate bonus video to teach you SEO for each product and page, and I highly suggest that you watch it directly after watching this video. If you do the things that I teach you properly, it will result in extra sales. I also wanted to let you know I'm going to be fully teaching you on how to set up your photos, your pricing, and your variants, the different sizes as well later on in the video. So my sister's website is the one that we're working on, and she sells this product line in her day spa, Image Skincare. She has permission to sell it online. So I'm going to get started by setting up this product in her store. And one thing you can do is you can actually go to the website and sort of get started by copying and pasting. Although I do not recommend copying and pasting too much. You do want your content to be original. And so make sure you watch that video on SEO. So I've copied and pasted the title and description. Eventually you want this description to be original, and pay attention to the title because your SEO does depend on it. You can get some free traffic if you pay attention here. I always make sure to put the brand name in and make sure the title is the way that the customer perceives it to be as well. Sometimes with this product, the customer will actually search for Image Skincare because they think that's the name as opposed to Image Skincare. So you definitely want to pay attention and make sure that each product title matches the product that you're trying to sell. So let's upload an image. We have permission from the vendor to use this image, so you can often right click if you're on a PC on these images and save them to your computer. Keep in mind the more images the merrier, so you could actually throw in all of these if you have permission. Go ahead and upload the file like this, and as you work make sure to click save. One thing you want to note as you add images here, I like at least 5 or 6, but not more than that in general. And also you want to pay attention to the file size of the image. Not the actual size of the image, but the actual size of the file. And here's how you check really quick. You basically find the file on your computer and you view the properties, and it should show you how large the file is. Anything under a megabyte or in kilobytes is usually a good size. I try not to get too much larger than that. Otherwise, it'll just simply mess up the speed of how quickly your store loads, which means less traffic and less sales. And just an FYI, there's a lot of free image optimizer type plugins that you can add to your store to help reduce image sizes and help your pages to load faster. The other thing I'm really excited to get to tell you is the best kind of image to use here is actually a 3D image. This one is taken from our vendor's website. I don't know if it's 3D or not, but I want to show you what a 3D image does look like. This is what a 3D image looks like. Super high detail, looks like you could bite into it. These cost extra to make, but they're totally worth it. And if you need a referral, just post to the group and I can gladly pass you on to someone who can make these for you. Now, let's go ahead and enter in the price. And you do have the option here to enter in the full price, which for this item is $32. And if you want to slash it, you can actually put like 30 or something here. And then on the actual page, it will show a price and slashed, down to $8, something like that. So that's up to you. Right now we don't need to slash this price, so we're just going to enter it as 32. And I also suggest that you put in the cost per item. And usually these things are keystone, so $16. And then I always select charge tax on this product because we are in California. So if you need to charge tax, make sure you check that box. But before we go on further, we just entered the most important information for any product detail page, okay? The price, the picture, and the title. Those are really the three most important things. And I'm going to put a link to this product detail page here for you to use as an example of a really well-made product detail page. You can see a nice big image, a great descriptive title, and a big price, as well as an add to cart button that really pops out at you. With that being said, as you can tell, it can get quite tedious to put in a product to your store and to do the SEO right. Make sure you watch that video and you'll see why, and enter in all the following information. So I actually recommend that unless you're an overachiever, just try to enter like 1 to 2 products a day. Don't overdo it. And by the way, we will cover in full on a separate video how to set up taxes, so don't worry about this too much for now. Moving along here, I do recommend, if you have it, you put in the SKU and barcode. I highly recommend you click continue selling when out of stock, especially if your products are easily obtainable. So this means the product will always be available for sale. That way, if you don't have it in stock, you can still sell it. Now, only check this box if you know that happens. You can actually obtain the product quick enough or communicate with the customer effectively enough to make sure the sale still goes through. I hate losing out on sales, so we always check this box. So SKU goes here, barcode goes here. I like putting the quantity available, the quantity that you have on your shelf or available for sale to help track inventory. And of course, this is most likely a physical product, not a service, so make sure you check this box as well. And I always like entering in the weight here as well. Skincare products, it's usually, maybe like 4 ounces or something like that. I'll weigh for sure and enter the correct weight later. You will have an option later to set up shipping, and I'll teach that in another video, and it can calculate shipping rates based on your weight for you. So I think it's important to put this in accurately now. This next little section is for overseas shippers and companies that need to work over country boundaries. So most of you will not need to worry about this, so you can skip it for now. But this next section is really important. This is where you enter the variants for each product. For example, if this product had multiple sizes, which it does not, but if it did, we could put in the different sizes. So we could have like a 4-ounce size here. We could have another option as well for like color. You could do like red or blue. And so maybe you could have like an 8-ounce size. So like this setup would mean we have 2 different colors in 2 different sizes. You can remove them like this. Most products only have one variant, like different sizes or colors, but you can go crazy with this. And as you fill them out, make sure you put the quantity for each of these variants that you have in stock. We have 8 4 ounces in stock, 16 8 ounces in stock, and you can put individual SKUs here as well. As always, make sure you're saving your work as you go along. So after you enter all that in, I highly recommend, again, I keep saying it, going and watching the free bonus SEO video, and I'm going to tell you how to get into this section and dial it in detail. So after you save, there is an option here where you can click and view how it looks online live. And so here's what I've done so far. Again, there's much to tweak on this page, but this is really helpful as you go along and set up different images and options for each product. A lot of these colors and things we will learn how to adjust later. But for now, good job. You have learned how to add a product to your store. A couple other things to note here on the side is you can actually manage where you want these products to appear as you set up different sales channels, which we'll learn later. So you can do that on the product level. And also you can do some other things as you grow to tag and organize the products that you put into your store by different vendors and product types, and even collections as you grow. So with that, let's talk about building category or collection pages. Basically, what they are these pages that help your customer find what they're looking for a little bit quicker and better. So to show you what one of them looks like, let's go to this page on my website, Skincare by Elena, where we have this category set up for this brand that we sell called Rhonda Allison. And basically you see we have organized their cleansers, creams, and anti-aging products, etc. into different easy to use little icons here so that they can navigate and find the products they're looking for better. So that's what a category or collection page is. If you don't have that many products, you probably don't need them. But if you're like us and have over 6,000, they're a vital part of your store. One common question, can you have one product on several different category or collection pages? And the answer is absolutely. The idea here is to eliminate friction and to provide the customer with a good user experience where they can easily find what they're looking for and navigate and check out and buy it. So to navigate to the collections area, click over here on the left underneath products, of course, and click on collections. There are two types of collections that you can set up, manual and automated. I want to save you a bunch of trouble. Do manual for now. Do not do automated. Worry about that much later. So of course, to get going, let's click Create Collection. You don't want to try to reinvent the wheel when naming it. Basically, you want to be straightforward and a little bit boring. So like anti-aging cleansers. Let's create a collection for that product that we just added. And as always, save. Now this page, I want you to make sure that you note that you are going to want to watch my SEO video, because this page is another key area where you can have good SEO for your website with all the things I'm going to teach you in that video, custom description, a good image, and so on and so forth. I love Shopify because if you do something wrong, it lets you know. So there's going to be some work that you're going to want to do to fill out this page. I'm going to go ahead and do it and then come back. As I suggested, you want to do manual as well. So as you can see, I entered an image and I pasted some dummy text in there. And also you can go ahead and search products for what you want to add to that collection. And that is how you set up a collections page and add products to it. You can even sort by best selling. And if you add more, let's go ahead and browse. Say we just add whatever this, another text product. You can actually kind of get in here and move them around a little bit if you'd like, by sorting, different ways over here. It's really kind of cool how they organize this for you. And you can always check how it looks on the front end by clicking this link here. So obviously we've got some work to do on this page, but it's really cool. It shows us how these collection pages look, and we can link to them by saving this URL and obviously entering them into our navigation as well, like we learned earlier. And another cool thing is you can also manage for collections where you want different collections of product to show up and not show up as well. And again, we'll learn that more in another video. Just to clarify something, a question I get asked a lot is, what if I want to put these in the order that I manually want to sort them? Well, go down here and click manual. You can actually move them around yourself. And as you choose the right sort method here, it'll actually show them in that order on the category page. Really cool, right? So that's pretty much it for products and collections. I recommend setting up at least one product and at least one collection so that we can finish the videos appropriately. But like I said, space it out over time. You want to make sure you do a really good job on those. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.